Hi, so today I'm going to share a look inside my art journal, do a little art journaling along with you, and kind of just share with you my process. So I have my goodies all in here. I have taken my art journal. It's normally in my Hobonichi cover. It's getting a little thick with all that I have in here, along with all that's in my little Hobonichi A6 cover. Okay, here's a lot of other little goodies I have in here. I'll take out my sticker book and my little folding. I want to add this in my art journal. Get out my glue stick. I'll share a little more about that with you guys. And then go ahead and move this right up here. And then this little tin here is where I keep a lot of my extra little goodies and embellishments and things that I have collected along the way. So I will tend to kind of thumb through here and grab what I need. So I'll put that right there. Set that in there. Okay. Then also, not so long ago, I got these notebooks, and I ordered mine from Nico Neko in New York. And so I've been wanting to take one of my pages of each one out so that I have it in my art journal for when I want to create. I also love taking these same little notebook pages and cutting them and using them in my like mixed media when I'm painting and adding in papers and gluing different things together. It's always a lot of fun. So a lot of times when you just already have these in your little notebook ready to go, sort of nice to have. Okay, did I pull the wrong one? Was I not supposed to pull that front one? I think that I was not supposed to pull that one. Let's see, how many different ones are there? Yeah, that front one was the cover. Okay. Yes. All right, so I have those. Did I get every one of this? Yes. Okay, so my art journal is a Midori, and many times I would use my Hobonichi before, the A6, and I just found that, you know, the pages and things like that might not be, they're thin. The Hobonichi pages are thin. I've said this like a million times, but Midori are like my favorite notebooks. I just love them for so much, for writing, for creating in. You could, even a regular notebook, you could paint. The pages will buckle a tiny bit, but as it dries, it's not too bad. But I do, for painting, use the Midori Thick. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of my art journal. And I've shared before that I don't start one at the beginning of the year. I just start a new one when I finish the old one. So I'm gonna share with you a little look in my art journal here. And so they're just like little bits and pieces. Everything can vary, and over time it changes the style you'll see. Sometimes I write a lot more and do a little creative journaling, and other times I just create more. And again, this is all little bits and papers and things. This is like from packaging and like little random things, leftover stickers, tags, envelopes. This was from an envelope. All kinds of things. Packaging, postcard. And then here and there, just some stickers I have, but usually random stuff or cut up, things that are cut up. So this was a little scooter I got a couple years ago, and that is from the packaging. And so the little guy was so perfect for there. And it's just like bits of everything. So little bits from Traveler's Company, those little square stickers. This was from the packaging of those square stickers. A stamp, some stickers. Robin. Let's see, I think these are the stickers you got me, Robin. And these. Oh my goodness, look how cute they already made it into my art journal. So another thing I'll say is that I don't always do just one page. And sometimes I'll find something later down the road that I feel like can go to this page. Like this one isn't finished. I could maybe put a little quote or poem in there. I never know what it's gonna like finalize to. And I wouldn't necessarily say this one is finished. Maybe. I feel like there's something, a doodle or something added. I always say I'm gonna try to do less, a more simplified, but I'm just not a more simplified person. I really love the gathering of different little items. These are for those little collector cats. I've shared them in my little glass door cabinet that's hanging on the wall in my creative space here. These are the little guys, some of those little guys in there. And this was my mousy cat, my little Christmas mousy cat girl postcard that I made a couple Christmas ago and turned into stickers. And so some pages are better than others. I feel like this needs some little doodling and hearts and things. This picture was in the airport. It was in actually the American Express lounge, and it was a picture on the wall, but the picture had pictures within pictures in it. And so there was a picture, and then in the background, a picture of a squirrel, but the squirrel's background had even more pictures in the background. It was so cute. I wish I would have got the whole picture. Okay, and so again, more bits and pieces. This is a sticker of a painting of mine. This is a business card I stamped. Packaging, all kinds of things. And sometimes you'll get free, the little complimentary stickers on a package. And I love to peel those off like everyone and add them into my pages. And then I'll just kind of give a little more flip. But these are like random, literally random. This was a piece from a postcard I cut off, but I can't throw it out. It has this cute little like cat. It's just too cute. Perfect for my art journal. Same with this. I trimmed down a pencil board to use in one of my smaller watercolor notebooks, and this was the piece I trimmed off, so of course it became a little bookmark. Okay, so there is a little look in my art journal. This is A6, and this is my latest one. Like here, it really looks like here I could use writing, but later down the road, like I get inspired sometimes. Sometimes I finish a page, sometimes I don't. And you'll see it varies as your mood is, and things change with colors and such, and kind of how you're feeling over time. Just so cute. Packaging, lots of little random goodness. And then here you'll start to notice more at the beginning, I did more writing along with little collaging. And a lot of stickers are from those sticker books, so you don't feel so bad like using so many, because those sticker books are usually a good price and they come with so much in there. And again, this beginning, you could tell I was writing a little bit more. And then I'm almost here at the end, and then I thought we can create a little bit together. This ink has gotten so much lighter over time. I don't know what it is, but I know I don't use it anymore since I'm pretty much down to 2 ink colors that I mainly use. And then the beginning, I love this little sticker that looks like a clip. I wish I had bunches of those. I can just see myself using them a lot. Okay, and then the cover, and actually the cover, this comes out here. I'm actually gonna take that out because I made that little special cover because it was in that Hobonichi, that little brand, that Yumi. But this is the actual cover. Okay, it really has a lot of glare. Let me take that off. And these are just the Midori covers. Now I have a lot in this notebook. I mean, there is a lot of the pages, but it's not too horribly thick as some of my ones in the past. And let me share with you what I do to kind of help that out, because I certainly haven't stopped adding a ton of things to my art journals. Okay, I'm gonna tuck this back in. So let me know, do you guys sometimes, I haven't done really my art journals very much, and I want to get back to doing those more often with you guys. Sometimes I just sit down, and when the moment arises, I just get started, and I forget to film, or I don't even think about it sometimes. My little iced coffee. Okay, can you see those little guys? All right, so I will use this in something else. I'll leave that out. Okay, so here's one of the reasons why my art journal is really full. So you can see, like, I don't spare using anything, but it's not, so if I hold it, it's just like that. If I don't, it's just kind of, it's not that much. You know, in the past, I've had some that are massive, and we all do. And some people like theirs like super thick and chunky, and this is kind of like my limit of what I like and feel special. So, okay, all of that to say, so I got this postcard with a purchase, and I took and I peeled it apart. So there's all sorts of things that I will take and peel apart when possible. So like this is pretty thick. So I will take and peel that apart to use that now in my notebook. And you can use the back, and although you're putting the same amount in there, it's on 2 pages now, instead of that thickness all on one and then decorating the other page and so on. So sometimes it rips like that does. That's rare, but I didn't mind, and I went quick because I was kind of just going to roughly just cut this part out to use for my page. And again, I used to be so like cautious of how I was cutting, and now I kind of, as long as you just kind of get the basic down, nothing has to be perfect. And if you kind of just go with that little free feeling all along, it all kind of comes together. Okay, where is my little, oh, here it is. My little trash. Now I had these on my Etsy shop, but I think I'm down to maybe 1 or 2 left out of, I think it was 42 of them that I made. You could make them yourself, but I made them so put all my little bits and trash in there. I don't tell you that to go buy them. I'm just telling you to let you know. Sometimes you guys will ask where I get something. I need to do a little video just showing you make them. You can find online, but it is a lot of like good fold, good pressing, good blah, blah, blah. Okay. I think I'm going to take this little part too. Okay. So normally you just have like little bits and pieces. I like to throw that in there and have a little trash can with me at all times. All right, so I'm thinking here, since I already used this and pulled this apart, this might be, let's see, pretty great to use. You can also like cut things out from different little pamphlets and booklets and magazines and such. Okay. I like this whole piece one. I'm just going to trim this a little tiny bit. So let me ask you guys, I feel like I started to. When I do my creative videos, do you guys create along or no? Just sort of watch and go along with it. I feel like a lot of times when I watch my YouTubes, different videos, or sometimes I will watch mine just to kind of see like, wow, I notice that I really start to tell you guys things, and then I get sidetracked with thinking what I do, and sometimes I forget sometimes to finish telling you guys what it is. So watching my videos back is helpful for me. I mean, I already found myself doing that on here, so it's a process. Like forgetting what I was starting to say, or skip to something else. Okay, so, but when I watch, so let me go back, like I was saying, when I watch YouTube videos, I love YouTube videos. When I watch, I typically, oh my gosh, I'm doing it again. I'm back to just thinking about my thing. I typically create. Okay, there's my point. I typically always create when I watch YouTube. And so, that's why I wonder, do you guys create along also? Do you like to, or do you just enjoy relaxing and watching the video and kind of just unwinding? Usually I like to put that down on something else so I'm not getting the glue everywhere. And also I see sometimes I'm very rush. I don't know why. I need to just sort of relax with the process, but as your ideas are sort of coming to you, maybe that's it, or my ideas are sort of coming to me. Let me put that down here. I'm gonna take a peek. I have my fan going in the background, and typically I do, but it's usually a lot further from me. So I will tell you guys, I have a video to share with you guys of changes that I'm making in my creative space. And I've made a lot of changes through the years, and I'm always changing things as your like little style and different things change, as your mood through the years. My creative space has changed, but I'm on kind of a pretty big change in my creative space, and I can't believe I'm changing it because I feel like I've just recently kind of gotten it together. And I have some little videos. Maybe I'll link those. I'll link those at the end for you guys of some of them that I have of my newer space. I have some of my older when I was really into Disney. I still love Disney, but I don't have it all over my room right now because I've adapted. My true love is cats. So I brought out and have more of my cat things. Cats, let's see, cats, houses, greenhouses, stuff like that. I would say those are like my main things. Little cats and houses I really love. I don't know what it is about houses. I paint houses a lot. Although, let's see. Okay, so literally here's one of those times. You guys might not notice them, but I know that I've sidetracked and I've done something. I'm getting a lot of little glue on me. Okay, so all that to say, my office, my creative space is nuts at the moment. Look how cute that is. I have lots of cute things in here right now, from packaging. So I shared with you guys in one of my videos that my son, my oldest son, is now in Japan, and he hit the Traveler's Factory store for me. And I really just wanted Pan Am stuff. And then after he got that, I kind of tried to get him to go back another day, but he's like, we've already moved along. Look how cute these are. Okay, so, but the truth is I really don't need anything more. I like that this is M. Lovewell Shop, Kobo and Lucy, Nico Neko, a little bit of everybody on the thank you, which is so cute. Okay, I'm really getting things stuck to me here. Right there. So, I sadly don't remember why I started to, oh, I do remember now. So I was saying like for him to go back, and he's like, we moved on, and truth is I didn't need any more. And I have my office. So last night, I decided to start pulling it apart, to move things out, to change things up. And I also got, I'll have to share with you guys a video. I've got part of it made showing my IKEA, the Billy bookcase cabinets, if you guys have seen those videos. And all my collections are in there. I've really downsized on my collecting, and I have let go of a lot of things. So with that said, I started utilizing my Billy bookcases as the upper part my collection, and the bottom part just mostly housed and organized my items. And so I kind of didn't want all that showing. So I changed out my bookcases. Well, I didn't change it, sorry. I didn't change out the bookcases. I changed out the doors. So I had full glass doors before, and now I have the half. So the top is glass and the bottom is the solid. And that is so helpful for making things not feel so chaotic and overwhelming. It cuts down on a lot of that. So I'll have to share that. I've got it all organized, and my new knobs arrived yesterday, so I put those on. And I need my doors leveled. My husband, Bird, always is supposed to level my doors. Let me tell you, he has not leveled those doors before or this time. Not level, but you know where you line them up. They're just slightly off, and I hear it's an easy process. I guess I should really just look up a YouTube video and see if I can find it, how to do it, and just do it myself, since I put my knobs and I do all the other things myself. So I did that change. I took out my cute little vintage journal, like secretarial desk. I really love that in the front room area. It just felt like a little special quiet spot sometimes to sit and write. And it looks so much cuter in there, so I took that out. Okay, this is really coming along quite cutely. Let's see what's in here. I got these so long ago. These are like, kind of like washi tape strips, but like an old school sort of style. Like just a different brand sort of style. Masking sticker, they called it. These are way back in the beginning when washi tape started to get popular. Okay. I've had them so long, and I came across them again, and I said, I've got to use those. They're so cute. The sun is making its way to my space here. And then it gets so bright for you guys to see. I'm always having to figure out just the right timing to film. See, it's slowly starting to creep in there. So we're kind of at the end. It's always fun to do a little stamping. It seems like on that crease sometimes things don't want to stay, so it's nice to add that glue. So you can see I still have so much of my stuff to keep adding into here. More packaging, more cute little bits. Excuse me. More little packaging and cute things. It's just so fun and perfect to use for art journal pages. I love it. I feel like this would have been so cute since we're doing all the little shops. I guess it's meant for another page. And then this is like the time where I'll kind of flip back and look and see if anything I happen to have out at the moment would also be cute to add to another page like that. That is really cute. I feel like that might be just perfect to add on here. Let's see. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. I am going to tell you that I do have video footage for you guys of my room. You guys will be shocked. It is an absolute disaster. And I have a lot to pull out because I'm changing my rug. All the pink and lavender has faded out in my rug. I got my rug at Wayfair years ago. It was so cute, but the blue and the light blue and the yellow has stayed, but all the yellow and lavender, all the pink and lavender and colors have completely gone. So I have a rug that I got for my front room that I ended up changing to a different one. It kind of wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but I think will be perfect here in my office. So I'm going to do that switch, which means my desk and everything has to come out. Oh, which is a lot. So I've been dreading that project, but since I'm going to do that project, I figured I should try and make this adjustment that I've been wanting to make. And so that is it. So I can't wait to share that video because I think you guys will be quite shocked to see what my space looks like compared to what it normally looks like. And again, I just started that last night, so I certainly can't like live with that like days. That would drive me nuts. So I think a little later today, I'm going to get started on moving things out and get the rug changed. And I think I'm going to order more wallpaper. The one wall has got this pretty blue wallpaper with flowers. I think I'm going to put that on the wall that had all the little picture frames and figure out how I'm going to redo my picture frames. But okay, so here is, and I want to add something here to it. So let's see, I have my little tray here of stamps, and I feel like a stamp is necessary. Let me show you that. This is from the Classic-y little drawer organizer. So I like that I could just pull out the drawer and utilize what I need. Same with, this is the second drawer in there. If you guys can see that, and it has different things. So normally I can just pull the drawer open and stamp and get the things I need. So I think he will be cute, a brown. I have been telling myself, and I've been doing a little bit better, I could do even more better, but utilizing my stamps. And then I my cleaning method is just to take my scraps and stamp it off on there. Not the best method, but that's what works. Okay, and I want to start wrapping up here because that sun is making its way in as it does. And then, let's see. Little check mark. I love that he says, wow, wow. Wow is something, I don't know why, but I say like, wow, wow, really, that's crazy, wow. I say wow a lot. I literally think I got that from my little niece Bunny. Wow. But she says it's not like a positive way, like, wow, really? So it's so cute. Okay, there is my page. Very simple. You could always do a little bit more if you want to juice it up, but this is like the little color choices, and it just kind of all came together. I knew this page I wanted to utilize today, and then it just worked out by sharing the example of pulling that apart. So it kind of lended to my page. Perfect. I love that. I need to get that washi tape that was on the packaging, the little stamp guy. Sorry. I think it's saying like it's time to go. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining me. I've added these other little videos. If you like, don't forget to click that little like button and subscribe if you haven't. I love having you guys here. And if you have any questions, let me know. And also, put down if you have a favorite little YouTube that you love to watch while you create. I'd love to know about it. Thank you guys.